I'm Clint August with Motorcycle Monkey, and we're at Pacific Islander Brewing in Santee, California. We're going to brew some of my Motorcycle Monkey Mocha Coffee with my favorite brown beer on the planet. And we're going to have a tasting at Pacific Islander Beer Company on Sunday, October 8th, 3:30 p.m., so be there. Now let's meet Will, the master behind the beer at P.I.B.
So the first part of brewing process is actually milling the grains. Right here we have your base malt. In most of the beers, most of the ales that you drink, it's called two-row. What we're doing right now is just pouring it into kind of what's called a hopper.
That's what this is?
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna actually mill the grains. Okay, so after we've milled the grains, just take that off, and as you can see, it goes from this to this.
Now you measured and weighed all of these grains before, right?
Measured and weighed all these grains before.
And how much beer are we making?
We're making 15 gallons.
15 gallons of heaven, baby!
We're gonna have about 30 pounds of total grains.
All right, so these grains obviously look different than the other ones. What are these?
These are, dark one here is the chocolate malt, and then the other the brown one is a caramel malt.
Can I taste one of these chocolate malts here? One
absolutely.
of these grains?
Absolutely.
Okay, a little bitter at first. Mm-hmm. Now I taste the chocolate.
Yes.
Daddy like! All right, do we pour this in?
Pour it in. So we just milled up what we call specialty grains, which was the chocolate malt you tried, and also the crystal malt.
I noticed there's less of these than there are of the other.
Yes, this is your base malt, the two-row, which we milled up before. That gives you all your sugars, most of your sugars for your alcohol in the beer. This gives you some of the sugar, but gives you the flavor.
See the way he was caressing that?
It gives you the flavor.
This guy really loves beer.
Yeah, you gotta be nice to it. And chocolate malt especially, chocolate and crystal malt is where you're gonna get all your flavor from in this Tahitian Brown.
All right, so what do you call this thing again?
This is our little hopper. It's what we mill, our little manual mill.
Now, I noticed you say that's for 15 gallons that we're gonna brew,
15 gallons we're gonna brew.
Now, how much do you normally brew of a big batch?
Normally I brew 310 gallons.
Okay, so that must take you like 2 weeks to put the grains through that hopper then?
Well, it would, but fortunately we have a bigger one over here, so I can show you guys if you like.
We can see it!
So this is our big mill. This is what I use to brew the 310 gallons with.
You can put body parts in here. This is huge.
It's huge. It's huge. I can fit about 200 grains at a time in here. 200 pounds of grains at a time. All right, so Clint is gonna dump some grains in the water here, and that's called mashing in. Okay. So we're adding grains to the water, which is gonna give us our sugar.
Do I just dump it all in, or do I?
You dump it in slowly. While I stir, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, tell me how fast now, Will.
Keep going.
How hot is this water?
This water is 162.
Okay, 162.
You can go a little faster.
A little faster?
Yep. What you're looking for here is, you'll know if you're going too fast if it starts to clump up.
I'm brewing beer, man! All right, so you only stirred this as long as we poured the grains in, right?
Yes.
Now what?
Now we let it sit for an hour. That is called rest. So what we're doing right now is letting that hot water. Right now we are at 154, which is perfect.
What's the range in there? Where can you be?
Depends on what kind of beer you're making.
So for this one, for a brown?
For this one, brown, we want to be around 152 to 154.
Oh, there's not much, wow, there's not much give there.
Not much give. So what it does is actually, it will give you the maltiness and the fuller body that you're looking for in the brown.
Okay. So while this sits here for an hour, what do we do? Drink a beer?
We have a beer, we get our hops ready.
Oh, there's more work.
Yeah, we make sure, you know, everything's ready to go.
Okay, I'm in. Just show me the way. All right, so what are these?
These are the fermentation tanks where the beer actually sits anywhere from 10 to 14 days.
All right, so when we're done making the beer, this is where that beer goes when it's a bigger batch.
When it's a bigger batch, yes.
Okay.
Today we'll put the beer in something similar, but much smaller, the 15-gallon size.
Baby fermented.
Baby one. These tanks right here hold 620 gallons each. So on a typical brew day, I will brew twice on my system to fill this up to fill this fermenter up.
All right, I want you to be honest, Will, right here on the camera. Have you ever decided to just jump in and swim in the beer?
I've thought about it, but then I was afraid I would contaminate it, so I didn't do it.
They have clean practices here at Pacific Islander Beer Company. All right, so these are these sizes. Now,
Yes.
now what we're doing over there
Yes.
is going to be a much smaller version, right?
Little baby version, yes,
Okay.
15 gallons.
All right, and then what happens after this?
After this, what we'll do is transfer it over to this one. This one is called a bright tank. So what happens in here is the beer clarifies and carbonates. And then from here, we'll put it into kegs, and then that's what you drink here at P.I.B.
Hey, what are we doing?
So what we're doing, this is actually the brew house. So what this is right here is our mash tun, kind of like what we did over there, but on a much bigger scale. Put the grains in here with the water. From there, we'll transfer it over to here through a series of valves and pumps. Here, this is our brew kettle. It will brew in here for 60 minutes, so boil in here for 60 minutes.
Oh, this is the bigger version of that as well.
Bigger version is that as well. So
Okay.
we'll boil the wort is what it's called for 60 minutes, and this is where we add our hops.
Okay, and then what are we doing while that's boiling for an hour?
What we're doing is getting our fermentation tanks ready, make sure they're clean,
Over here?
sanitized, yep. Make sure we have the yeast ready to go. We dump the yeast in there and make sure we have everything ready so that we're not wasting time getting stuff when we should be brewing. Like I said before, we go from the boil kettle, where that is 212 degrees boiling. It's gonna run through here, which we call our heat exchanger. It goes from 212 degrees down to 70 degrees in an instant so that we can transfer it over to the fermentation tank.
So it's been an hour. We haven't had a beer yet, but I guess we're still working.
We're still working. You have to work for that beer.
Yes, we do.
All right, so the next process we're gonna do is called recirculation. So what we're doing is we're taking the water that is from the bottom here, taking it out and putting it back in. We're going to clarify it to get any grains that are sitting below the false bottom in here. We're getting.
It's like the water from an old apartment I used to live in.
All right, so what I'm going to do is dump this back in here now, and we'll see how much grains are actually in this thing.
Oh, so this gives you a good indication of whether or not you need to do it again. Oh,
yeah.
and you can see that you do.
Yeah, see, I need to do it again.
So how many times do you have to do this?
Until it's fairly clear.
Okay. All right, so Will, this is what, 7 or 8 times now we've done this?
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
And as you can see, not very many grains at all are coming out still.
So is that it? Are we
That's
good?
it, we're good.
All right.
Okay, so this is our hot liquor tank. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move hot liquor from here into our sparge arm, which rinses the grains out, gets all the residual sugars out. That in turn goes from here to this pot right here, which is our boil kettle. And this is where we will boil for 60 minutes and we'll add our hops when we need to. All right, we'll go ahead and flip the switch and this our sparge arm should come on. As you can see, the water is going into here. And if you come around here, you can see it coming into the boil kettle. Okay, so the sparging process takes about 20 minutes, 30 minutes on average for this 15-gallon batch. So now we're going to add the hops in. But before we do that, Clint's going to try one.
Now, hop means it's the bitter flavor, right?
The bitter flavor, yes.
Woo! That's like chewing on a buffering pill, dude. Oh my God! This is going in the beer? This is gonna ruin the beer! Oh God! Why are we adding hops to beer when they taste this bad in your mouth?
We add hops to the beer to kind of counterbalance what this essentially is sugar water. Very sweet. And if you drink this, it's just like drinking water with a bunch of sugar in it. This will counter that, give you that full flavor, balanced flavor you're looking for. So you need hops.
Yeah, we better balance that flavor. All right, here we go. Pouring the buffering pills into this, or the hops. All right, here's the Motorcycle Monkey Monkey Mocha Coffee, which was the entire reason that Will said, hey, let's brew some beer with your coffee. Smell that.
Oh, that's good. That smells really good.
Daddy likes. Okay.
Let's eat one.
My hands are clean. Oh, I was just going to say let's eat one. Because you made me taste a hop. Let's do this. What do you think?
That's good. Oh, that's good.
That is good. Ooh, you can taste that hint of chocolate.
Yep.
All right, so what are we doing here?
All right, so we're going to pour this in here.
All of it?
Yep.
This is 12 ounces of Motorcycle Monkey coffee. How much are we going to use, or do we not know yet?
We're going to use all this for sure.
Is that about the right size?
That's all we need.
All right. Like a horse in a bucket. God, I love that.
Right,
That's
so
nice.
Now Clint's going to add the coffee to the Tahitian Brown.
And this is 12 ounces.
12 ounces. We're going to let it go ahead and just soak in there.
Now what do I do? Just hold it by the rope?
Yeah, just go ahead and dip it in there.
That's it?
Yep.
Good from going all the way and just put this down like this?
Put it down like that. Put this thing over it.
And we're good?
We're good. So all right, Clint, we're going to do a quick taste so we can taste it before coffee and then after coffee.
Okay.
So all you need to do is just go a little bit on your hand. That's it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot. All right. Ooh, that's good. It's got a little sweet finish to it.
Yep.
So is that, are you liking that?
That's the brown. So we're going to do is we're going to let the coffee sit in there for about 10 minutes and you'll see the difference. Okay, so now we're going to pull a little bit more off.
And this is after, how long's that been in there, the coffee?
Been there about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
We're going to see how much it's changed the taste. Oh yeah, taste that.
Is that good?
Yep, let me give you a taste.
So are we saying 10 minutes is enough?
Yep.
Motorcycle Monkey with the brown, yes!
You're going to get just a hint of that on the back end.
Wow, that is good.
You taste it?
Does it taste extra sweet to you, or is it just me?
Well, it does, because this is just wort.
Ah.
It's not actually beer yet, so it will taste definitely sweeter than what the final product you're
But
gonna
I
get.
do taste that on the back end, the
Yep.
coffee. All right, so Will, why am I holding scissors, and what is this?
Those are scissors, and that's yeast.
Right, I
We're
got
gonna
that
use
part.
those to cut that open.
Okay.
And we're gonna
Wow.
dump.
He's keeping his expectations very low.
What we're gonna
So
do
what,
is
cut the corner?
hold it up though so it doesn't come out.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna just cut it right in half right there, and we're gonna dump that into here.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's liquid. I thought it was going to be
liquid. Yep.
All right.
So-
Now what? Just dump it in here?
Dump it in there. Get as much as you can in there.
Kind of reminds me of coconut milk.
Yeah. Squeeze out anything that's left.
Oh, there's a lot left. Wow.
Squeeze all
That's
that
like
out.
a paste or a yeast.
Yep. That's your yeast right there.
It's like yogurt. All right, so it's back in the fermenter, right? Okay, now what? Now how long does it sit in here?
Now we let it sit in here for about 10 days. 10 days to 14 days.
Okay, so we're basically done today?
Last thing we're gonna do is transfer the beer over from our boil pot here to this fermenter.
Oh, okay, and that's when the 10 days
That's
starts.
when the 10 days starts.
And then after that, how long before we can drink beer?
About 30 days before it's done here and it gets carbonated.
So you wait that long when you do 310 gallons and those big deals over there to get beer here at PIB?
Not quite. Over there it's a lot easier. We do, we have a carb stone in our tanks which will carbonate the beer in about 1 to 2 days.
Wow. The I want it now, I want it here today society. It's right here at PIB, unless you're doing 15 gallons. This is awesome. All right, so we're transferring the beer into this fermenter, and how long is this again?
It's gonna take about 30 days from now until we can drink it.
Okay, and then what's next after that?
After that, subscribe to the channel, like it, come for tasting.
Yeah, baby. We're gonna let you know when that tasting's gonna be. You need to be here at Pacific Islander Beer Company. The Motorcycle Monkey, Monkey Mocha, Tahitian Brown, baby. Thank you so much, man.